In this video, we'll start with the general purpose commands, which are used for basic tasks like checking the time, using a calculator, and viewing system information. Let's get started. Let's begin with the date command. By simply typing date, the system displays the current day, month, time, and year in a 24-hour format. We can also use format specifiers to see specific details. For example, date plus percentage %m shows the month number, date plus percentage %h gives us the month name, and date plus percentage %y shows the last two digits of the year. Next is the echo command. This is used to print a string of text directly to the terminal screen. Echo Hello Linux. Here, Hello Linux get directly printed in the terminal screen. It is very useful when writing scripts to provide feedback to the user. Next, we have cal command. The cal command displays a calendar. For example, you can type the year 2026 along with the command cal to display the calendar of the year 2026. You can also specify a month and a year, like I have done here for January 2026, or just type a year to see the full 12-month calendar. Now, let's take a look at BC. This is the Unix online calculator. Notice that once I run this, the usual command prompt disappears. We are now inside the calculator environment. I can perform math operations like 16 divided by 4 or 5 divided by 2. To get back to my normal Linux terminal, I must quit to exit the calculator. I must type quit to exit the calculator. Then, to see a list of all users currently logged into the system, we use who. It shows the username and login time. If I only want to see the details of my own current session, I use who am I. This is helpful if you are switching between different user accounts. Then, in those cases where the who am I is not working, we use who am I spelled as one word. This command is more direct. It asks the system for the current effective username. As you can see, it correctly identifies me here as Sri Durga 99. And the ID command provides the numerical values for my login, including my user ID and group ID. And if I need to know the name of the specific terminal window I am using, I type TTY. Here, TTY stands for teletype. When the screen gets too crowded, the clear command wipes the terminal clean so we have a fresh workspace. And then if you ever forget how a command works, use man. For example, man ls opens the manual page for the list command. So here the man ls command shows the list of commands which are used to operate in the Linux window, and just press Q to quit the manual and return to the prompt. The PS command stands for process status. It shows us a snapshot of the processes currently running in the system. And then finally we have uname. By adding a hyphen flag, we get a complete summary of the operating system, the kernel version and the hardware architecture we are running on. And that's it with the general purpose commands. Now we'll move on to the directory commands. These allow us to navigate the Linux file system and manage our folders. We start with PWD, which stands for Print Working Directory. This shows our current location in the system. And then to create a new folder, we use mkdir. Here I am creating a directory named folder 3. And then To verify the folder was created, we use the ls command to list all files and directories in our current path. To enter the folder, we use cd followed by the directory name, which is the folder name. So we have created the folder name as folder 3. Running pwd again confirms that we are now inside the sample directory. Before we can delete a directory, we must step out of it. We use cd followed by 2 dots to move one step back to the parent directory. And then finally, we use rmdir to remove the directory. Note that this command only works if the directory is empty. Running ls one last time shows that the sample folder is now gone. The sample folder we created is the folder 3. To wrap up, here is a quick summary of the directory tools we have used. pwd displays your current working directory. mkdir creates a brand new empty directory. cd moves you from one directory to another. cd followed by 2 dots moves you back one level to the parent directory. rmdir removes an empty directory from the disk, and ls displays the list of files and folders in your current location. Now we will perform file management tasks to create and organize our data. We use the cat command with redirection operator to create a file named rec. We type our content. For example, here I have typed hello Linux. We type our content and press Ctrl D to save and exit. To confirm our work, we use cat followed by the file name to display the content on the screen. The cp command is used to copy the contents of rec into a new file named cse. To delete the original file, we use rm command, which removes rec from the system. Then we use the mv command to rename our file from cse to EEE. The file command determines the file type. Since we added text, it identifies EEE as ASCII text. The wc command provides a word, line and character count for our file. Then finally, we can redirect the output of a command like ls into a file named cse instead of displaying it on the terminal. Next, we explore pipes and meta characters to connect commands and filter results. A pipe allows us to use the output of one command as input for another. Here, we pipe the who command with wc-l to count the logged in uses. The t command allows us to save the output to a file named sample while still piping it forward to be counted. Meta characters help us search for specific files. This command lists all files whose name starts with letters A through M. By adding an exclamation mark, we can reverse the search to list files that do not start with the letters A through M. Then, we conclude with file permissions, which secure our data by controlling access. The ls-l command shows us a detailed view of the permission bits for our file EEE. We use chmod to modify permissions. This command removes write and executes access for the user. Then chmod u plus rw g plus rw EEE. So this assigns read and write permissions to both the user and the group simultaneously. Then the equal sign assigns permissions absolutely. Here we set the group permissions specifically to write and execute. Finally, we use chmod 761 EEE where 7 gives full access to the owner and 6 gives read and write to the group and 1 gives execute only access to others. And that's it with the file handling commands. Thank you.